Hi YouTube. Just for those who haven't been following along, I'm doing a valve adjustment on a 2-liter Type 1 motor, fresh motor in this 1966 VW Bug, and I just want to show you what that looks like up close. And we'll be doing another build here real soon on this 1776, just getting parts and stuff together for that. But I wanted to, I don't know if this is going to be very easy to show, but been talking about the ratio rockers and how that's a different setup. So I know everybody's probably got experience on doing valve adjustments, but anyhow, with it in the car, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was a little hectic. And of course, with all the little things, extra things that you've got, I'm reaching through my exhaust here, and I can't get my wrench on there and hold the camera at the same time. But there's plenty of room. Get your actually the feeler gauge slides right through. You use a 14mm wrench. These are scat 1.4 ratio rockers. So you just do the usual procedure. Now I like to use the box end side and hang my wrench up there with the with my adjusting tool. I don't use a screwdriver type. I use the Junberg style. I don't even know if you can buy them anymore. But this is really nice, being able to use an Allen wrench instead of a screwdriver. I know they make different tools. Everybody has their own way of doing it. And it's not that big a deal. But anyhow, that's what it looks like. As long as we're down here, I guess I could show you my remote oil filter. I will not build an engine or put an engine into service that does not have a some type of an oil filter. It's just too easy to do. This whole setup is old school. This is the Junberg method, and I took the dimensions off of his. I just made a bracket. I don't know if you can try to show this from down here. They're bumper brackets right there. So you've got 2 bolts, and it's in the fender well. And yeah, I suppose you could pick up a rock, but you know, summer tires are not going to be picking up big rocks and making a hole in your oil filter. I just don't see that happening. If anything, you're getting a little free cooling out here in the fender well, and with a normal exhaust, you're out of the way. Most merged mufflers come out on the right side, and we're obviously on the left rear side of the car. So I use these stainless steel braided Teflon lined oil lines, and I'm using AN fittings, and a lot of guys will, I guess the trend is now, because it's so easy, is they use those oil filters that just bolt right on the back of the oil pump, and they stick out in the airway here. Well, you need to keep all your tin on. I suppose on this side, now on this particular build, it's an aluminum block. It's an aluminum block, and you can see that I use the Type 3 tin under my cylinders, but I still use the guide back here to direct the air to the back of the car. And the reason I do that is because with all these headers, and even with a stock exhaust, you build a tremendous amount of heat, and you just take that waste air from your engine and it blows back here and keeps the exhaust kind of cool, because that deck gets hot and you're just dumping more air into your engine compartment. And anyhow, those oil filters set right here in that airflow, so you're heating the air. And I have used them. I'm guilty of it. You could probably take this lower tin, you could probably leave this off, because the Type 3 tin doesn't just blow it out to the side. And of course your thermostat's on the other side, and I know everybody's running a thermostat, and oh, there it is. I know everybody's running a thermostat, and you can run a thermostat with Type 3 cool tin, and it fits in there just fine. So this is my 2-liter running stock heater boxes. That was my plan. Stock valved heads, a stock cam with scat 1.4 ratio rockers, and I was shocked. I thought I had some jetting issues, but I think I just discovered why. Number 3 and 4 cylinders, the valves closed up. I had them adjusted. I did my half-hour run, and get back over here where we can see. Did my half-hour run and did my valve adjustment. Now, it said in the scat literature to make your valve adjustment 3 to 4 thousandths, because you're using chrome moly push rods instead of aluminum ones, and the engine's going to grow, but the push rods aren't going to grow as much as a stock push rod would. So they recommended 3 to 4 thousandths. The way I know they weren't working is because I couldn't get the feeler gauge in there. I couldn't hear my valves rattling when I wiggled on them. Now I can, I got a little bit of that's side play, but I decided to go with the 6 thousandths. But what I did is just reach in here and feel your push rod and see if it'll turn. I could not turn the push rod. I'm not saying it was holding the valve open, but I think it was holding the valve open enough. I think it was leaking by, I tell you the truth, and I think that's why I think I was losing power. So my initial panic about this engine not making as much power as I wanted, or not being impressed with it over a high performance 1776, or I think let's go for a ride. Let's see how she runs. I'll make another video on that. Thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching, and have a great day. Get out there in the garage.